Providence's fire union chief is calling the attention to the department's aging vehicle fleet. In a letter sent to a city councilor, he said a fire apparatus recently caught fire.
And today, one of the department's newer engine trucks lost 2 wheels. Eyewitness News reporter Alexandra Leslie has been working the story all day, and she joins us now with what she's learned about the latest incident. Alex?
Well, though 13 years old, Ladder 2 is actually one of the fire department's newer apparatus. I'm told in this incident, one of the bolts snapped, causing those 2 tires to become loose. Now that engine is out of service, only furthering the union's push to replace some of its fleet sooner rather than later. Eyewitness News cameras were on scene after firefighters in Providence had an emergency call of their own.
We had Ladder 2 lose 2 tires while driving down the road.
Providence Fire Union President Derek Silva tells us he believes this was due to bolts snapping and shearing, allowing the tires to come off.
Ironically, Ladder 2 is one of our newer trucks. It's a 2007.
Silva tells me Thursday's incident with Ladder 2, a 13-year-old truck, is not isolated. It also recently had issues with its brakes.
Our maintenance division does an impossible job by keeping trucks that just shouldn't be on the road and keeping them in service.
Silva says 5 of the city's trucks have even caught fire in the last year, and that's not all.
One truck that couldn't respond to an emergency, they had to send another truck. One truck with a cab tilted up while they were driving down the road, essentially inverting the operators inside the vehicle.
In a letter to a Providence city councilor, Silva adds all of those issues are due to excessive use and age. So he's offered a list of suggestions to develop a plan to replace its older vehicles.
We want this to be a priority for the council and want them to understand the problems that we're facing right now.
Now, it's not clear when the city council will take this up, but the mayor's office tells us that the city does plan to make additional investments in the upcoming budget. Now, since Providence is without a fire chief, we did ask the city's public safety commissioner for comment on this earlier this week, but have not yet heard back. Live in Providence, Alexandra Leslie, Eyewitness News.
More local coverage now from Providence. A ladder truck is out of service tonight after 2 of its tires came off just after noon today.
Fire officials tell us this happened after the truck finished responding to a call, and the city's fire union is saying this incident is part of a larger problem.
Eyewitness News reporter Alexandra Leslie tells us what she's learned.
The fire union's president tells me that ladder truck was on a city street when this happened, but moments earlier it was coming off of the highway. The union president says it shows how even one of the city's newer trucks needs more attention.
What happened was the bolts essentially snapped and sheared off and allowed the tires to come loose from the vehicle.
That's what happened to Providence's Ladder 2 truck Thursday afternoon. Providence Fire Union President Derek Silva says the truck had just come off the highway from an emergency call.
If that tire went rolling off into a car, really into anything, it could have caused significant injuries to people.
Silva says Ladder 2 is one of the city's newer apparatus at 13 years old.
Most of our trucks now are in that 20 to 25-year range where they're past their life expectancy.
We checked the fire department's fleet inventory. 5 of just the city's 7 frontline ladder trucks are over 20 years old. Silva tells me the fire department's maintenance division has an impossible job to keep them in service.
Unfortunately, even with the miracles that they work, some of these trucks just need better attention and more attention, and Ladder 2 is an example of that.
A representative from Mayor Alorz's office told us the city plans on making additional investments in this year's city's master lease and the upcoming budget season. We asked the city's public safety commissioner for comment on this today, but have not yet heard back. In Providence, Alexandra Leslie, Eyewitness News.